it spawned me at the back. Of course it spawned me at the back. Oh wow, it's actually... The grid spawns around the corner. Interesting. Right, let's go. We gotta go quick. We gotta get this race done as quickly as possible. It's 28 degrees in this room. I'm burning up. The camera is burning up. The camera might overheat, as it's just overheated right now. So there is incentive to get this race done as quickly as possible. Random Sporty. It's pretty cool how the starting grid can be put around corners on Project Homecoming. Random Sporty in the rain on a new Palito Bay track. Well, not new track, but we haven't done it before. That's a lot of mess. Oh no! So Random Sporty is everything on the Project Homecoming server that's in the tuners category or faster. So tuners is the slowest category. It's like all the sports cars, supercars. I think sports muscle and muscle cars are in here as well, maybe. It's all the quickest vehicles on the server, at least the quickest classes. There are still some slow vehicles, like some of the sports SUVs. All the tuners class is pretty slow, but in general, it's all the quickest vehicles. There's going to be no dozers or anything like that. So there's still variance. It's just not as much variance. I think the first time we did Random Sporty, I called it the perfect middle ground. It's like the perfect balance between a random all and a random class where everybody gets the same cars by the end. Quick vehicles and a tight race around Palito Bay. Match made in hell, actually. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. Quick vehicles in the rain, tight track. Some of these streets are pretty tight. So there is still an element of randomness, of course. You got to get some good cars. You've also got to make the most of the good cars that you do get. Not crash. Which is obviously tricky in the rain. It's just there's a little bit less variance. Alright. Going to be all about just trying to keep it clean, especially in these first few laps. Oh! Why do I say things? I'm sick of other people crashing. I'm kind of glad I put rain on. Just adds a little bit of extra spice to a random spot. Yeah, I always forget about rain, I guess, for Project Homecoming races, randoms and everything like that. So it's good to mix it up a bit. This Grizzly's an absolute unit. It was, yeah, the Grizzly Hellhound is one hell of a beast of a machine. Sunrise R Rally. Great little car, this one. Yes, it gives me the line for the next corner. Beautiful. It's like hacking it on Schumacher. 2000. Alright, Sakurai. This feels like it's possibly one of the slowest that we could end up getting in a random Sporty. It is not quick. I think one of the best things about Random Sporty is you get a really interesting mix of cars and you can actually do some racing with them, because even if someone's got a supercar behind you, you can still effectively defend in a car that's 3 or 4 seconds per lap slower or something, especially on a track like this where it's pretty tight. So you can actually get some racecraft done. Yeah, that was never going to work out. Oh, Jesus, that was so close. No, I've botched it on my own. I tried to get out of the way. I thought he was going to stick to the line. Damn it. I was clear. I was clear of all this. That was a bad mistake. That lost me 10 positions almost. I can't remember exactly where I was. I didn't look, but 19th. That was a bad mistake. I was clear. I was clear of the whole mess, and I botched it. That's so frustrating. I'm so bad at this game. A few visions, to be honest. The win is already gone in this one, I'm pretty sure. The variance in a Random Sporty isn't enough for me to catch up to the leader. Like, if it was a random all, at this point you'd be like, yeah, everything's open still. The leader could get a lawnmower or something, but the leader at this point, he's almost a lap ahead, it looks like. He's not going to get anything slow enough that's going to lose him so much time for at least me to catch up from where I am right now. So maybe I can go for a top 5's always possible. I mean, top 5, there's a big gap between the leader and everybody else, so let's aim for a top 5. That might be something that's doable if I drive well enough and I get the cars for it. But trying to get past people around these streets is so tricky. little clip, but he's fine. I think that was me. Alright, top 10. There we go. Uranus. I could have had something better than Uranus. Uranus, I'm sorry. I totally didn't do that on purpose. I think the Uranus is also, is this in the tuners class as well, which is the slowest class that we'd get in a random Sporty? Top 5 is looking increasingly less likely the further we get into the race, to be honest. The top 5 is quite far ahead. Spritz a DTM. Okay, I need to stay ahead of this tulip. Good job I gave him the space, Jesus. Sneak up the inside. Alright. Still on the fringes of the top 10. Still on the lead lap at least. Such a good car. Oh, now we're talking. But then with the time attack cars, you've got to keep up the speed. Because it's all about downforce. And these are all pretty slow corners. Still, I'm not gonna complain about getting it. Oh, I didn't know where he was going. I was trying to avoid and cut on the inside. It's always when I get the best cars that I do the worst. This is a pariah that isn't as quick as it is on vanilla, I'm pretty sure. I think they toned it down. So it's actually on pace with the other sports cars. Futo time attack behind me, which is going to take this corner a lot quicker than I can. And this one. Wouldn't be surprised if he came right around the outside. No. Alright. Still in 9th. Sultan Rally. This is going to be a good one for a rainy lap, surely. All-wheel drive. Tight corners. Decent acceleration. Bollocks! Little mistakes in this one, causing so much strife. Closed in on the top 5 though, it looks like, at least, to a small degree maybe. It's a big group of cars up ahead. It gets like 3rd, 4th and 5th all together. Blade's pretty nice. I'm going to struggle on this final corner though. Blade does not like to turn. Good acceleration, but it's not a turning car. Divested, gotta stay ahead. There we go. Oh, it's tricky. Oh, really? I mean, I was so far there. Let's see if he calls me out. But I feel like he carried on as normal. I was there for ages. Looks like I'm good. I think the honk was a panic horn rather than a stop. That was my best lap so far. Put me in 8th. 5th place is the brown dot on the map. So I'm a few corners behind. I've definitely closed up over the course of the race. We got 8 minutes left. Back markers ahead. We've got a Panto. This is a bit dicey. Okay, there go the back markers, that helps. This 7th. There it is. Into a Jackal. Making up positions, but it's just such slow going, taking time out of the top 5. Need to get better on that corner. It's now hit 28.5 degrees in this room, according to the thermometer. That is in your freedom units. But I'm worried about the camera. Gotta focus on the race though. '83. Okay, about 90. Old measurement. Hey, nice. Oh, bloody hell, that was scary. Oh, now I'm in the tulip. Oh no! No, not you. Hopefully you can hear because I don't have the keyboard plugged in. Just go. I noticed that little outcrop on that prop sticking out earlier in the race. Didn't think about it right then. I think that's done me in for a top 5 though. I've dropped quite a bit back from the brown icon on the map. I feel like I've raced not too badly during this one. It was just such slow progress to actually catch up. And then that, you know, small mistakes that I've been making are so costly. Still very close though. Lots of cars all in the same place. On a track like this, you never know. This has worked out quite well. I've liked this track. These muscle cars at the end have really hurt me. That's 4th, 5th. Well, yeah, 4th to 9th are all basically in a line. I'm just back from it. I would have been in that, I think, if I hadn't have got turned around. I don't think I'm going to get anything quick enough to catch up at this point. I need some, like... Funnily enough, I was just going to say, I've also just been lapped there. I was just going to say, I need some all-wheel drive supercar, like a Krieger. And what do I get taken out by? A Krieger. God damn it. You've got to be kidding me! Well, bangos. Forget about top 5. Forget about bloody top 10. One of those last 5 minutes of a race where it was... You can be like working for something for the entire 20 minutes and then you make one little mistake, which was hitting that outcrop on the prop, and then it just goes downhill from there. I was actually closing up to the top 5 as well, and it's all gone. It's all gone. Now I've been lapped by the leader, I've been lapped by 2nd place, and I'm in a food torture. This is where the camera needs to die. This is it. This is the moment. This would just cap it all off beautifully. Camera overheats. Yeah, I can have a fun lap at least in the Futo in the rain. It's not going to be quick, but it can be fun. Last 5 minutes. This race was so good up until the last 5 minutes. Tunic made it to third. That could have been you. Is Tunic in third? Was I ahead of Tunic before I spun it around? And then got spun around multiple times. Oh yeah, he is in third. That could have been me! I could have got the top 5. I believed in myself. The way that it was going. I felt like it was going well. Such is racing. Such is racing. Last lap in the Picador. 13th. Probably going to drop down to 14th. Screw it, I'm going to defend this 13th for my life. It's a back marker behind me, but a fugitive SS behind him. Bloody hell, what the... Where's my open wheelers? I actually got lapped by the entire top 5 right at the end. The top 5 that I was aiming for, I got lapped by. God damn it. Frustrating. That was a frustrating one. It was fun though. I enjoyed the track. I enjoyed the rain. I enjoyed some of the cars I was getting. Like, it was fun. It was a fun challenge without the pain of really difficult stuff. And we got to have some decent racing as well. It was just the last 5 minutes. At least the camera lasted. The camera got through. Minia with the 100 bits. I am very sorry my Krieger was heat-seeking every Apex prop. Yeah, I noticed. I did notice. It's alright. I've already forgotten about it. That's how I work. Race is over. We're done. It's just titled I am sorry. Let's see. Classic. Classic FiveM lag hit. Then decides the Apex prop is a nice place to be. And then again. And then the insta quit. Oh god, that was rough.